Hey Cancerians, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your second half of April general reading here. Let's talk about your meditation. I heard a song, it's a classical song. I have no idea who it's by or what it's called, but it's please let me know in the comments below if that makes any sense, because I saw like a viola maybe, or a viola violin instrument like that. And it felt like I was looking at maybe kind of I don't even know what age I was looking at, but maybe the Renaissance era, or not Renaissance, but it was a time of like very Marie Antoinette vibes with like the powdered wig, and so like the French Revolution time period. And I saw like a ballroom, okay? And everything was very structured, and everyone was dancing in a very structured way. It was like left foot goes here, right foot goes here, left arm goes here, and it was very like 1 to the 2 to the 3, like timed very much to the music. And I just saw 111 on the timer. It feels like there's a lot of structure coming through in your energy right now, timing, maintaining a certain schedule or a certain degree of routine, and finding, some relief within that, whatever routine you are currently, creating or have created for yourself. It kind of seems like, if there's a lot of disarray going on collectively, right? And you can absolutely look at it that way. It definitely feels that way at times, don't it though? It's almost as if you're responding to that energy by structuring your time, structuring your response, structuring yourself, but it feels very healthy. It's like you're doing what is serving you at this time. Feels good, I have to say. Then I saw the image of the Four of Pentacles, right? Which is not going one way or the other. It is a bit of holding on and not letting go or letting loose, but holding on, right? Which means you don't lose a pentacle, but you don't gain one either. It's just that kind of 4 energy of, we're in a 4 year, of just, well, in a 4 month, actually. Also, it being April on this first second. I just saw 222 on the timer. A lot of repeating numbers here. You're where you're meant to be. I feel like you are... your approach right now, whatever you're doing, is right on target with you. It feels very constructive, okay? It feels like what's best for you. So I saw this image of the Four of Pentacles encapsulated in a snow globe. Amazing. Snow globe. It felt like this energy of protection and insulation, almost. Insulation. And then I saw kind of the snowfall outside of the snow globe, and it didn't really affect, the Cancerian energy within it. It felt like you were keeping calm and carrying on in the haven of this. It just feels like very, bunkered in, okay? Then I saw the sun come out, and the sun melted away the top layer of the snow globe, completely dissolved. And I saw you look up, and then I saw the image of like a bed. And I saw the Cancerian collective look up and smile and stretch and come trotting out of the globe when the sun was out again, okay? But I can't tell you how good it feels. It feels like you're doing exactly what you need to do right now, and it's working for you. Beautiful for second half of April. Let's see what your animal energy is. Your animal energy. Music could play a big role in part of this too, because that music came right in. I just got shivers. The French Revolution, which was a time of great change and which led to a restructuring. It was about part of that was a uneven distribution of wealth between the rich and the poor. That's interesting. Think about that. All right. It's the animal. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. Aquarius got this as well. Hello. This makes all the sense in the world, and I'm completely obsessed, and I have shivers, and I'm feeling a particular, like a real good energy from y'all, Cancers. Beaver is an equal amount of work and play. I'm obsessed. This is water energy too. I love it when I get a water animal for my, water signs here, when elements match up that way. The beaver works with what it has. The beaver makes the best of a situation. If you think about it, if a beaver's, approach to a dam, right? It takes elements of the earth from these trees right here, right? And inserts it within the dam to create something out of, its given materials, its given circumstances, as it were. A beaver personality, oh my God, the sun. Remember when I saw the snow globe and then the sun came out, which dissolved the globe and came, that's beautiful. I almost missed that. The beaver personality type can only enjoy itself fully if it's the day's work is done. Does that make sense? It's like a work hard, play hard type of deal. And that makes complete sense with what I saw in the meditation. Because it was like, hey, I'm hunkering in, I'm doing what I need to do, because I feel like you were finding comfort in the structure and routine. And yes, for a good group of y'all, that does involve actual work, but this could also just be, working on things that put your focus on constructive matters, constructive things, right? Whatever that looks like for you. It's really beautiful, because I think right now, in this time where things are, the first rays of light are starting to come through the woods. The first rays of light have started to come through. And so this is a really beautiful energy where you are spending your time constructively and keeping your energy at a certain vibration that serves you, and you're getting through it. It's really, really beautiful. This feels so good, Cancer. Feels really, really good. I love the beaver when the beaver comes out, because the beaver is about balance of work and play, and that's what it is. How beautiful, Cancer. I'm so happy to see this for you. I also feel like you're being a good part of a family unit in whatever way. Maybe you are reaching out to family quite a bit. Maybe you're kind of the source of let's get on a Zoom call and I'll have a lemonade or a wine together at this certain. It feels like you're kind of you're being a source of not just strength, but like it feels like a Three of Cups kind of community where it's like, let's all get together and chat. Let's all get together and spend time together as a community collective, even though we can't be in person necessarily. So it feels, maybe you're getting together on Zoom and singing or playing instruments together. Like there's something about that. All right, look what came up, and this makes all the sense in the world. You've got the Emperor, which is the father archetype. This is structure. The Emperor is structure. Guess what? Number 4. Remember how I saw the 4 of Pentacles? This is all about everything being a certain way and finding calm in the structure. That's what the Emperor is. The Emperor is also, like I said, the father, the boss, takes care of those around him, right? How beautiful is this? I love this so much for you. This is a very sturdy and comforting energy, and I really, really like it. You're in a place of strength, and I want to say even durability. Look how grounded. Is this a dodo? I don't actually. But it feels really good. It feels really, really good. Yeah, interesting. I'm really drawn to that monocle too, which is like, I'm getting to work. I got my monocle on. You know what I mean? Really beautiful. Yeah, this is Aries energy here too, by the way. Yeah, do you see these 2 birds down here? They have these little bonnets on, and they're kind of like, feed me, feed me. I do feel like that's in your energy. You feel very reliable and like very even. I don't feel a lot of up and down and fluctuation with you, which is cool for right now. You know what I mean? Wow. Okay. So we got the 8 of Swords here. So I want to draw a parallel here. Do you see how she's blindfolded and kind of bound up in this way? And I said that I saw that 4 of Pentacles inside of the snow globe, which is like a protective device, and it kind of looks like all of these cards and life is kind of going on all around her. So traditionally, the 8 of Swords is about being in a mental prison of your own design to which only you hold the key and can escape from. I tell you something though. This really because it's just giving me these same vibes of being in one place and grounded, just like within that snow globe. So this is really giving me this energy of there is a protection in being in this one space right now in a way that if Cancer, okay, look at it this way. If Cancer is the sign of the home and hearth, which it is, right? Sign of the home and hearth. And you are very much, in your home right now, then there's an aspect of you that's like, I can work with this. Does that make sense? To provide an example of a counter energy to a Cancer in this particular context would be a Sagittarius, which is the sign of adventure, always wanting to be on the go, right? And so there's that counter energy here that I'm feeling where it's like perhaps there is an aspect of you that is working within this current time and energies in a way that is constructive because you are uniquely suited to do so as the sign of the home and the hearth. That makes sense. Yeah, let the chips fall where they may. I just heard that. There's an aspect of that here. All right, what else is going on? Okay. All right. Okay. Wow. Okay. We got 2. Okay. Do you see how the clouds, it's like very stormy? Stormy. And then she can't see it because she's got the blindfold on. And she's, again, really reminding me of the 4 of Pentacles. She's got the blindfold on so she can't see the stormy weather. And she's letting the chips fall where they may while she just is like, okay, I'm going to stay where I am. There's something to that. Okay. So you got 2 here, and I'm obsessed because they're in order in succession here. You had the Page of Wands to the 2 of Wands, which is so beautiful. 2 fire energies here. Wands rule the realm of artistry, desire, and passion, creativity, and bravery as well. So I really do, I'm really drawn to this. I think it's a chameleon. The chameleon changes and adapts to suit its environment, whatever environment that is. See where I'm going with this? You are in a place of adaptation where you're really just like working with where you are. I really like it. And then it goes to, but this is about like new creative projects, thinking creatively, finding pleasure in creative pursuits. This could be writing. This could be, like I said, music, singing, listening to music, dancing, anything that, involves creativity of whatever sort. This could also just be having really good, conversations with people. It does feel like you're being very communicative. Okay. It feels like the opposite of the hermit mode in a way. It's really beautiful and interesting, complex actually. Then you have the 2 of Wands here, which is like, hello, like looking out there. Look at how this looks like a chessboard. The 2 of Wands is really about building the blueprint and preparing yourself for where you want to go next, which leads you to the 3 of Wands, which is like, okay, I'm getting on the boat and I'm going. I just saw 1212 on the timer. So when repeating numbers, when I keep getting drawn to look at the clock exactly when it's a repeating number, especially like to this extent, that for me is Spirit's way of saying, keep doing what you're doing because it's working. Right? And I like that it's the 1 to the 2. It's like you're working with what you have with an eye on your next best steps. And I really like that. That's a good energy to have. You know what this feels like? This feels like a blend of being in the present moment and having an optimistic eye on the future. Do you know how difficult that can be? Like, especially right now, like for real. This is beautiful. Let's get a clarifier to the Emperor here. You're finding spots of joy. I really like it. I really, really like it. It feels, oh, wow. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay. Remember how I said it's like, I just mentioned the Hermit, and number 9 key here. This is clarifying the Emperor. So I really, this is exactly what I was saying, you guys. By the way, remember how I said Aquarius got the beaver as well? This is the star from the star key, which represents Aquarians, which is hope and fulfillment and forward direction, that North Star, right? Remember when I said it feels like you have an optimistic eye on the future while working with where you are? Which is also that beaver, right? That those 2 energies working together. So the fact that the Hermit, which is about going inside and connecting with yourself to find inspiration and direction, it's quiet times, it's being on the indoors or in isolation or in your own energy here, and it's pairing with the Emperor. The Hermit is the snow globe, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is absolutely saying to Virgo energy here, by the way, it could be pertinent, Virgo energy. This is very much about Virgos like things a certain way. Think of it this way. Virgos like things to be in order. They can be perfectionists. They like things to be a certain way. They like their I's dotted and their T's crossed, as does the Emperor. So again, keep doing what you're doing, right? It feels like exactly, and I don't like to say things like this is right and wrong, but it feels like just the ticket. Like it really does. See how manicured this garden is? There's really something to that. It's like you're really keeping up on the home, you're taking care of it, you're really appreciating your space, you're tending to your space, you're nurturing your space and your relationships. And that's really, really beautiful, and it feels really, really pertinent. Okay, I'm really drawn to, okay, so snake adders. So they work as a collective group when hunting their prey. I don't mean to get dark on you, but this is what I'm getting. Because also this is kind of like a wolf dog. They work together in order to attack prey, adders do. So there is this really big element, even in the midst of this hermit. It's like you guys are in isolation, but you're alone together type deal, which feels really good. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, which... to clarify, the Eight of Swords. You know, the Wheel of Fortune is what goes up must come down, and what goes down must come up. And I'm really obsessed with this because we're back to this circle imagery here, and these represent all of the fixed signs, by the way. Fixed signs, which means they can be immovable. They like things a certain way, and they can be a bit stubborn. One of these, right, repped by an Aquarius here. Aquarius is coming up a lot in your reading. There might be something to checking that reading out. And this is really beautiful because this is just going, remember when I said let the chips fall where they may? That's the Wheel of Fortune. Letting the chips fall where they may. And I'll be here regardless, right? It's really, you're making the best of the energy that you're in, letting the chips fall where they may, and it just feels really constructive and really healthy. It does. Okay, let's see. Page of Wands and Two of Wands. Oh! The sun. Hello. Leo energy here. See, y'all. Okay. This is, you know, more wand energy here too, because it does represent Leos. This is, do you remember when I said I saw the sun come out and melt the snow globe? And then we have the sun right here. This is happiness, truth, illumination, warmth, right? I'm also really drawn to this little baby here who's pulling on this red curtain like it feels like a big reveal, and I really, really like it because this kind of reminds me of like a red theater curtain. And the Two of Wands here, with I'm feeling like, you know, the curtain parts, right? And the stage is set. It feels really, really beautiful. Some flowers also represent, again, it's, you know, a summer feeling here. I'm not necessarily getting the season of summer. I mean, we are, you know, getting there, but it more and the yellow and the sun here. And then the Aquarius reading was called A New Dawn. There could really be something in that reading for you. But I'm really getting this feeling of like, it's more of like a summer feeling. And if you think about what summer feels like, it's a time to be outside, outdoors, like the beaver here, right? Getting together and you know, feeling the sun on your skin and soaking up that vitamin, you know, D and all of that good stuff, right? It just feels really, really good and happy. There's also, you know, if you look at these little babies here, they represent youth and new beginnings. And so it just feels really, really good, you guys. It's like I said, you are working with where you are and doing what you need to do to keep your vibration and energy and focus constructive and productive with a optimistic eye towards the future here. Also, notice these red roses and these white lilies. It's exactly what I said. Red, back here to the red, is the color of the root chakra, which back to the Emperor too, which represents being grounded to our feelings of safety, protection, and home life, right? And the lilies, white is the color of spirit, which represents your connection to, you know, your upper chakras, your faith system. I feel like you are being very supported right now from forces and from energies, however you want to look at it, even your ancestors, that you can't necessarily see. And maybe you're not even fully cognizant of, but they're right there. And it's really, really beautiful. I'm actually picking up a grandmother energy for someone. Okay. How beautiful is that? Let's go ahead and get an oracle for y'all. I'm feeling like an angel. Yeah, I am. Aw, this is really beautiful, Cancer. I love it for you. Let's see. Okay, oh my God. Oh my God. You guys are gonna be like, oh my God. By the way, I'm hearing a song for you. It's just the music reading, apparently. I'm hearing a song called Give You Blue by Alan Stone, okay? I can't stop the rain, but I will keep you dry. There's something, Give You Blue by Alan Stone, okay? I can't with this. What were we literally just talking about? Like, I feel like this wants to go with the sun. So obsessed with this. Okay. Outdoors, Archangel Jophiel, go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain some new creative ideas. Now let's talk about this. We were just talking about the outdoors. I want to point out that she's definitely holding a rose, and I was just talking about the roses here. Roses also, at least near me, they bloom in May into June. So again, with that kind of a sunny summer feeling. I got to tell you, for some of you guys, you can make this happen. You may find that spending time in like a backyard or like outdoors in a way that is, safe at the moment. Definitely take this literally. She's standing in the sun. I love this fountain energy here. For others of you, you are embodying that feeling with where you are right now. Does that make sense? It's like you may not be able to be in the direct sun, some of you, but you are feeling that sun, that it is outside, feeling it through the window. Again, back to that snow globe, right? The snow was falling. Usually snow is in the inside of a snow globe, right? But no. This was snow falling outside of the snow globe, and inside you're very insulated in like a good and protective and happy way, right? Home and hearth. And the sun came out and melted it. So there really is something here. You have an optimistic eye to the future. It's like you're embodying that feeling of the sun and the outdoors and all of that. You're still smelling the sweetness of the roses. And Cancer, I can't even tell you how beautiful that is and how happy I am to see it. You also got 2 flowers here. I really, really love that. I really love it for you. Cancers, this was so lovely. I'm so obsessed. I love that you're embodying this energy of the beaver with equal work and play, getting your needs met. It feels like you're enacting self-care and still being productive. It feels like you're calling upon your community, even if that's remotely, and working together and experiencing joy together. And again, I see people listening to music, getting together, through technology to sing or dance, things like that. Okay, I really love it for you, Cancer. I really, really do. With that being said, thank you so much for being here. I so hope that this helped and resonated. If so, please let me know in the comments below. I live for reading your comments. And as always, thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.